Hello and welcome to the Big Bang Theory podcast. My name's John. I'm here with my friend and colleague Dan.
Hello.
Daniel,
Yes.
the FA Cup dream is still alive,
Very much.
in a way.
Very much so. The draw's today, isn't it?
It is today, so listeners, you'll know...
Wait, are we missing it right now?
What?
What time's it on?
Pause. I don't know, what time is it on? This is a good start to the podcast. Everyone enjoying this? BBC Sport app says... Turns out Liverpool won. No, I don't think it's on now.
Apologies.
Well, it'll be...
False start.
Yeah.
Listeners.
You'll know
You will know.
by now who we're maybe playing against in the next round. Of course, City drew 1-1 with Cambridge United away from home.
Yeah. Earning a replay.
Earning
Or
a
you could say that they've earned a replay.
So they equalised in the 90th minute, the 92nd minute, something like that.
Yeah.
Galling.
Disappointing goal to concede that.
Let's talk about it. So,
Yeah, well...
travel back to the Abbey Stadium.
I listened to it on the radio.
Well done.
How about you?
I listened to it on the radio.
Yeah.
Um,
We didn't have any commentary on the app.
I was driving, so I had it on the old 990 medium wave up in the Blackdown Hills.
Old school.
It was old school, and it was pretty ropey on the reception, but I got through it.
Yeah.
So, listeners, you'll know that Matt Taylor's listened to our top tips and threw in Matt J and Alex Fisher, played the two big lads up
Yeah,
front.
that wasn't what I meant. Didn't mean one or the... I meant instead of Bowman.
Well, it worked, Dan. Jay
Yeah.
played a lovely ball through, which there was a bit of a mess up from the defender. Fisher got hold of the ball and put it away
He
nicely.
sounded like he had a good game, Matt J, didn't it? From the commentary, anyway.
He's surely earned himself a place in the next game.
You'd think, but again, he's only in there in place of Nicky Law.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. But yeah, so he set up Fisher. He took his goal well, actually.
Did take his goal well, so that's his first goal for City. Here's something we need to talk about. You know the old GIF of someone celebrating the goal?
Yep.
Alex Fisher seems to be unaware that he's a tall man and there's only so much bandwidth on
It
the
doesn't
screen.
fit.
It doesn't fit.
No, funny,
He puts
isn't
he puts his arms above his head. He looks pleased about it.
Yeah.
The scarf he's holding is not in shot.
No. I'll tell you another thing about these goal GIFs.
Yeah. Is it a GIF or GIF?
I'm saying GIF.
Right, fine.
Although, yeah. Apparently the inventor of it calls them GIFs.
Does he?
Anyway.
What's his name?
I don't know. But have you seen Jayden Stockley's?
No.
He scored for Preston. An early goal
Yeah.
the weekend. And his is like a David Brent one. It's like a David Brent reference.
Is it really?
You see it? Yeah, he's kind of like, you know when David Brent puts his like hands together like the melting pot?
Yeah.
He's doing that and then sort of biting his bottom lip like David Brent.
Wow.
There's no way it's not a Brent reference.
Good one,
and I
Stockley.
appreciated it.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, Fisher scores. That's the first time his GIFs had an outing.
Yeah. Might be
no.
worth a rethink.
Yeah, definitely worth a I thought you were going to say it might be his last. Definitely worth a rethink. Alex, if you're going to score 10 goals, you don't want it to be like that.
No.
So that was that. And then we held on to that lead for a very long time, almost long enough,
Yeah.
until in the last minute of play, Cambridge equalised.
Yeah. So it's a ridiculous one, really, wasn't it?
So Lewis Ward was on the radio. He was the co-commentator.
Yeah, that's really interesting, wasn't it?
It was interesting.
Apart from the fact that I follow whoever it is that does it, or the Exit City app, I don't know who's responsible. I missed. They just had some like sort of technical issues, music sort of playing.
I hate that music.
It was like half of the first half.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I missed a lot of that.
Okay. Anyway, Ward was the co-commentator, and he kept saying after the goal had been conceded, well, I don't want to be that guy, so I don't want to say whose fault it was.
Goalkeepers Union, they call that.
Goalkeepers Union, because really, old Maxted should have done better. Went right through him.
Goes right underneath him, doesn't it? The only thing I'd say in his defence was
Maybe he couldn't see
he's
it.
a bit unsighted, isn't he? There's
Yeah.
a few people in the way. I'm not sure who it is. Maybe it's Woodman or someone else comes across. But even so, it didn't look good on the replay.
Didn't. He's going to be disappointed with that. Whereas here's something to not be disappointed with. It was a cold day on Saturday. Lewis
Yeah.
Ward sat there as the commentator. He's got his Exeter City branded jacket on, got his arm in a sling. Did you see his hat?
I haven't seen his hat. No.
Well,
Where have you seen it?
it was on the Normal City Facebook page.
Okay, well I haven't seen it.
Well, I've got a photo here for you.
Okay, show me.
Because this is not how you wear a hat, Lewis.
Oh, it's the way he's wearing it, is
the
it, rather than
way
the
he's
actual
wearing
hat?
it. Well,
Right, let me see.
it's lots of things. I'm showing it to Dan.
That's amazing.
Listeners, if you haven't seen it, look it up. We'll tweet it later because the commentator sat there looking normal. Lewis Ward's obviously got his headphones on so he can hear stuff. He's put a very large hat on over the top of his massive
bobble hat
headphones.
stretched over his big headphones. It looks nuts.
That's not how you wear a hat, Lewis. He's definitely realised too late that his head's going to be cold.
Well, but what's the guy he's commentating with? What's this other guy called?
Oh, I don't know.
He's not wearing a hat.
No.
And he's a man much more advanced in years than Lewis Ward, so you'd think
He might get in the cold head.
he could cope without a... Anyway, I wasn't expecting that.
Isn't that ridiculous?
It looks amazing.
I hope you've seen it, listeners. Dan will tweet it later so you can see it because that is outstanding.
Yeah.
Lewis, I mean, you're a great goalkeeper, but you're
And
no
also,
longer...
he spoke really well. I was really impressed with how he came across
It's
on
all in the hat.
on the radio. But you've really undone all that good work there with that. Surely he's going to get it, isn't he, for that?
Well, he is by us.
Footballers are like,
Merciless.
yeah,
Rightly so.
yeah.
He's a
fair
big
enough.
guy, I suppose. He'd donk you on the head
Guess
with
so.
his large hands, with his new bionic arm. But that was Ward didn't want to criticise Maxted, but I think probably he needed to do a bit more there. So 1-1, which, let's be honest, is much better than the 4-0 that we had just 3 weeks ago.
Well, of course, it's better than that, yeah. But it's another game, isn't it? And it's like, do we need that? Do we need
Bit
another
more money,
game?
I suppose.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
It's
It might
not
be
like,
on the
it's not
telly.
like getting a replay of Man United, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, it's not. Listeners and Dan, did you get this email? I'm imagining you all did. The first email said, tickets on sale now. It's going to be Tuesday, whatever the Tuesday is.
19th.
19th. Tickets on sale now. And then almost immediately another email saying, tickets not on sale, date not confirmed. So does that maybe mean it'll be on the telly?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, possibly. It's not exactly a glamour tie,
It's not a
is it?
glamour
But I know
tie.
they do. They have to put on a certain amount of sludge every year as well, don't they?
No offence, everyone.
As well as the
Maybe some of the
Good
non-leagues
stuff.
have gone out, so maybe it's one of interest. Don't know. Anyway, we'll see, won't we?
it's hardly even of interest to me, let alone anyone else.
Well, it's another game that we get to go to.
Yes,
I like an evening game.
No, that's right, me too.
But yeah, we'll see. Argyle went through, of course. Boston are through, but these aren't replays, so there's not much to see. Grimsby against Newport, that's another option for a replay. That's not going to be any more exciting, is it?
No, well, if it's on a night where there's no Champions League, then I suppose,
Salford against Burton, well, I'd imagine they'd be the one, but Burton on the telly quite a lot. Shrewsbury against Bradford, none of these games.
Salford against Burton's the one that's going on the telly, I'll tell you that right now.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, we'll wait and
People
see
love
when the game
Burton. Why do they? Is it because Nigel Clough's
Nigel
there?
Clough.
Nigel Clough against Gary Neville.
Yeah,
No brainer.
maybe a no-brainer. So that was that.
I wouldn't watch it. even
There
if it
will be a
wasn't
replay. No, we
going.
can say for sure there will be a replay, telly or not.
Yeah.
I'll be there. You'll be there.
Yes.
So that is the continuing FA Cup success of Exeter City.
Yeah. Matt Taylor seemed. Did you watch any of his interview?
Tell me about it.
He was really pleased apparently with the performance.
Okay.
Like at pains to say how pleased he was with it
Okay.
until the goal. So, which is
Well, fair enough. It seemed like it was one of their few chances.
yeah, but I'm not sure we had a huge amount of chances either, did we?
But away from home, you kind of think, well,
yeah,
okay,
but I suppose
1-0.
we lost 4-0 to them the other day. Anyway,
Definitely an improvement on that. Absolute fair play. We're taking all our hats off. Lewis Ward's taken his enormous hat off in praise of the 200 people that went to Cambridge from City. 200 away fans after that absolute drubbing just a couple of weeks ago. Massive shout out to you guys. Again, we take 200 wherever we go, whenever we go.
oh, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Amazing.
And we are very much not a part of that.
No.
I haven't been to any away games yet this season. I know
No.
that's bad, especially for someone who's decided to do this. But
In fairness, we've named it after the Big Bank and not away fans
Yeah.
on tour.
yeah, anyway,
We've got some games coming up we can go to. There's
Walsall, that's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, Swindon, Forest Green. Those
Yeah.
are always of interest.
We'll be there
We'll be there.
in spirit, if not.
We'll be there cursing the app as it doesn't play.
Yeah, big time. Okay, that's that taken care of.
Done and dusted. Did you see the video of the training that was put online? I think Jake Taylor put it online first.
Of course I did. Yeah, it's amazing.
Listeners, if you haven't seen it, Jake Taylor's put up a laughing emoji of his old pal Pierce Sweeney.
Yeah.
Sweeney's taken a hopeful punt on the edge of the box at training. It's veered off at a right old angle, gone in
High and wide,
gone into the parked cars nearby, smashed a windscreen of a car, Sweeney's own car. He smashed his own windscreen with his erstwhile
it's so
shot.
far away as well. It's not like it's like...
No, it's not parked right behind
It's
the
a
goal.
long way away, and to hit his own car...
40 yards,
is
isn't
enough.
it? I mean, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Outstanding. And
He
then there's a
would
close-up.
never be able to do that on purpose in 1,000 tries.
And then, especially not in the fashion of the bend he put on it.
Yeah.
And then there's a close-up of him looking aghast at his
He's gone
windscreen.
over, hands on the head, looking at it. It's classic.
Poor old Sweeney.
Yeah.
Taylor's enjoyed it, though.
I bet he has, yeah.
Well, just kind of adds to Sweeney as kind of class clown, doesn't it?
Yeah, he does come across a bit like that, but he's had, I think on the whole, he's had like a good season so far. I noticed, it's very difficult to know how much to get from, there's no highlights. There's a highlight from the Cambridge game, there's a video that just shows the 2 goals. I think there was some suggestion online that Sweeney didn't have his best game,
No.
but I thought recently he'd been actually quite good.
Mm-hmm.
I know at the start of the season, we talked about it, didn't we? About how he was maybe a bit of a weak link in the side, and maybe not, but maybe that's a bit unfair. But the fact that we didn't have there was no backup in that position at the time. It was before Jalen Richardson came in, and so that was definitely a cause for concern, wasn't it? But I think it's a slightly different system in it, but I think he's been good. I don't know, on the whole this season. He's
just
stepped up a bit, hasn't he? And I know he goes
Yeah.
through purple patches, but
As the man from Also Windscreens can testify to, he just does some slightly daft things sometimes.
yeah, that's it, isn't it?
And, that's kind of... I mean, smashing your own windscreen is remarkable, and that's kind of the epitome of his nonsense. But there's just occasions where you're like, don't do that, Pierce.
Yeah, and then other occasions where you think you definitely do that,
Yeah.
and do it more,
Yeah.
and some brilliant, like some of the crosses he's been putting in, and just that work down that right hand side with Randall Williams, who's obviously been in good form this season, and creating a bunch of chances and finally getting his goal a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Sweeney's got to take some credit for that as well. You know, we tend to go to work that right hand side, don't we? Like that's our preferred route.
Yeah, I think so.
It's down that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Pierce Sweeney,
he,
what do you think?
I think he's worth having around.
If there was an option to replace him, would you take it if someone who's like, I don't know, a little more?
Well,
Would
if
you
there
think as that as one of the areas for improvement? I suppose?
I guess you would, but I guess also what he brings to the team is a kind of... Well, they definitely like him, and I think the team's worked well on a kind of positive vibes kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's true.
And also, sometimes he does some really brilliant stuff in a way that, no, this isn't a criticism, but the Woodman kind of doesn't do often. Like, as a comparison, he's the steady, solid person, isn't he,
Yeah.
these days? Sweeney's not
Yeah.
that. He's a bit more than that. So, yeah, I don't know. I think he's great to have there. I just think sometimes he just needs to kind of rap on the head and be like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Don't be
I think
daft.
Jake Taylor's the man to do that.
He is. And then post it all on the internet.
Yeah.
For the lols. I want to say this, though. Of course, the captain, Taylor out suspended, was the very young and yet so solid crew member, Archie Collins.
Yeah, interesting one, that, wasn't it?
Well, yes, it was interesting. I think I like it. I think maybe there's a bit of wanting to keep him around because, probably the offers and conversations will start to happen for someone like him. But also, there was a game, I'm forgetting all my games now, but when Atangana started
Yeah.
and Collins was dropped, maybe this is kind of reparation for that. Like, maybe that was the wrong shout, I think. I think we all
Okay.
agreed with that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, could be. And I think it's good. It's a good idea to have a kind of, the local success story to be coming in like have a go at being the captain. We know that Jake Taylor will be back, and he'll take on the role again, obviously, and he doesn't miss many games. Jake Taylor, none last season.
No. But I wonder if it's about.
But yeah, I think it's weird, isn't it? I never got that impression, particularly probably that Collins was sort of captain style player. With Jake Taylor, you can understand it, can't you? But
Yeah. But then he's growing into it, I suppose.
But yeah.
He's young, isn't he?
Do you put? I don't think I quite put Collins in the same bracket as some of the players our kind of homegrown talents from years gone by yet.
No.
Like Matt Grimes or.
No, I don't. Yeah, but of course he's playing different. Lots of those players that we've
Of course, yeah,
lost
slightly
have been
different
kind of exciting positions. I just think, I don't know. If we have a really good second half of the season, I think we're in danger of losing 4 or 5.
If we don't go up, or anyway.
Well, depends how good it is, I suppose.
Yeah.
But, Williams, Randall Williams, Lewis Ward, Sparks, Collins, there could be offers coming in.
Yeah.
The longer City really play the game of.
Depends who Tisdale takes over, doesn't it? And what position,
Oh.
what players they need in what positions.
It does, doesn't it? Oh, what a thought. But City basically play the game of, can we keep this player another 12 months? Can we keep this player another 6 months?
Yeah.
Of the good ones, don't we? So some we don't keep at all, because then presumably we're not going to see him past the end of this season. And then there's others, and you think, well, if we could just keep him another year... Pim, for example, was one of those.
Yeah.
We kept him maybe a bit longer than we could have done because he was given that position kind of as his own. There were positive vibes for him. I don't know. We haven't got a lot to work with. Like, we can't throw extra cash at them. So we have to think around terms of, all right, you're captain for a few games. You start most games.
I see, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
You just got to do what you have, I think. You've got to kind of use the tools at your disposal.
Yeah.
And Taylor and Tag understand that. I wonder if Taggy's next attempt would just be like... your name just going around those electronic advertising boards just the whole match.
Yeah.
Randall, I can't...
Please stay.
I can't give you another 500 quid a week, but I can guarantee it'll be your name in lights for one whole match. Just his name up and down.
Yeah.
I'd love that. Have you seen it? Did you watch... This is off topic. I watched Manchester City against Liverpool at Anfield yesterday. And what it basically seemed to be the whole time was adverts of people saying they'd come to Liverpool and had a nice time. You see
Really?
this? Yeah, so it was like they put up like Carol Barnes. I loved it at Anfield.
How weird.
Steve Jones. What a place to come to. It was really weird.
What sort of advertising is that exactly?
I think it was for Matchday Hospitality.
Okay.
But it would give people's names and then say this thing. So maybe that's what Tag needs to do. Just start putting mine and yours names on it.
Yeah.
Dan and John, we love it here.
Yeah. Susan from
Susan from
Western
Pennsylvania.
Supermare.
Yes.
I had a all right time, quite cold. Pasty could have been better.
I like the new roof. That kind of thing.
Yeah, ball hit my son in the face.
Yeah. Ball hit the pasty clean out of my hand. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Woodman's warm-up shot. Yeah, so maybe that's what he needs to do. But do you know what I mean? I think we've got certain tools at our disposal, and one is, with someone like Collins, captain. For, like this is you're absolutely right, to say this is one of the few opportunities when Taylor won't be captain. That's a rare thing you can do, isn't it?
Yeah. So perhaps they're saying to him, if you stick around...
Just give us another year, get us up the league. I think they can use all that kind of stuff. You hear it, don't you, quite often? Like, give us another year, you'll be the main person this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet that goes on a lot.
Must have to. Because, of course, have you seen with Jay Stansfield, the latest news from him?
England under 18s?
I think under 18s, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
I mean,
Pretty good, isn't it?
he's flying, isn't he?
Yeah. Does that mean do we get any cash for that?
I don't know.
No.
I'm not sure. I don't think there was ever anything, was there? There's no
No.
tribunal or nothing.
Nothing.
Well played to him. I'm pleased for him.
Yeah.
Chris M, we'll see what happens with him.
He's gone.
But will we even get any more games at him? Because, of course, the more games he plays...
Well, he's on the bench, wasn't he, on Saturday?
Yeah. Seymour
so-
came on, right?
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe we get to see him play at St James's Park.
Maybe the replay.
Sorry, St James Park, isn't it? Not St James's.
Believe
I should
any
know
are
that.
fine. As
Okay.
you know, I'm reading the history of St James Park book.
Of course.
And
Another
it's-
plug for that.
Another plug for that, not even on purpose. But yeah, apparently it was just a kind of local variation. Everyone called it everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
City's ground.
Paul Tisdale Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, I live quite, obviously, I live quite close to St James Park.
Yeah.
I think it's probably about 4 minutes away
Walking,
walking.
that's close.
But I also realised...
People are now Googling you to see where you live.
Whatever.
There'll be
I don't think they
girls outside screaming.
But it's actually the 4th closest I've ever lived to St James's Park.
So you're 4 minutes walk away,
Yeah.
but it's still... So there's 3 places you've lived closer.
Yes.
Well, let's reveal those places.
I don't like being too far away. One, I lived in the Gap, pretty much.
Okay.
You know the gap between the Big Bank and the newsstand? You can
Yes.
see a little row of houses that I lived there for a bit.
Okay.
That was a good time.
Yeah, what was that? Wells Street?
Southview Terrace.
Southview Terrace. Oh, yeah.
I also lived on pretty much on Wells Street, just off Wells Street, further up.
Oh, yeah.
That was closer. And
We lived on Springfield Road together.
you and I, a long time ago, lived, Springfield Road back in the day.
Yeah. Happy time. So you're now 4... Well, that's very disappointing. I think now you're going to have to buy that room that overlooks the away end.
No, that's the last place I'd ever want to live because
it?
I don't want to watch the game from up there. I want to be in the ground.
But maybe you could...
You can't see the goal
No,
mouth.
I know. But imagine if you could have a cup of tea in your own house at 10 to 3 and see the warm-ups and then stroll down. That would be quite good.
Yeah, but you're climbing up on the roof to have a cup of tea, to watch the warm-ups, to climb back down, to go, I don't think I'd ever do
Are you
it.
committed to this cup of tea and this warm-up watching?
No, but this first I've heard of it.
Oh, all right.
No, I don't want to live there. Anyway, that's just that's just how city I am.
You're so city, mate.
I'm so city.
I've never... No, well, obviously, when we lived in Springfield Road, that was the closest. Apart from that, I'm now in the wilds of St
Nowhere
Thomas.
near.
Nowhere near.
Do they even like football down there? I think they're doing like Speedway, don't they?
Not anymore. We chased it out.
No, everyone down there's livid. Where's the Speedway?
Where's the speedway? I want to not be able to hear my barbecue.
I mean, I actually think it'd be good if the Speedway was back. I liked it.
Well, it's just gone, hasn't it? It's not even a thing
I
anymore.
know, it's a shame, innit?
That really reminds me of 90s
British
Exeter Speedway.
institution,
Tony
really.
Lethbridge talking about it in the Echo.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Greg Daniels breaking his back on a Speedway bike. Good times.
Yeah.
Not for Greg.
No.
Anyway.
Greg Daniels, who's he? Is he the guy who used to DJ in Rococo's?
I have no idea. I knew him because he had a PA that he used to hire out.
Oh, there's a guy who DJ'd in Rococo's called Greg Daniels.
Really?
Bet it's the same bloke.
Rococo's isn't called Rococo's anymore, Dan.
I don't know. Yeah, I know, but I imagine most of our listeners probably will know it as Rococo's.
What's it called now? It's called like lemon and lime or something, isn't it? Fish and chips.
Fever and Boutique. I don't know.
That's terrible.
I haven't been there.
That is
I'd
what it's
also like
called,
to say I
isn't
haven't
it?
been to Rococo since about 2002.
Call it fish and chips, mate. That'd be better. Fever and Boutique.
I think it's like a chain. I think they've got them in other places.
Well, like H&M.
Yeah.
Wattle and daub.
Yeah,
like
Holland and
pestle and
Barrett.
mortar. All that stuff. Cannon and Ball.
Yeah.
I'd go to Cannon and Ball. If that was a nightclub next door, I'd go there.
Are they going to be there?
Maybe. I saw
this is
Bobby
another
Ball on
deep
Gandy
cut,
Street
isn't
once.
it?
I saw him on Gandy Street
Cannon and
once.
Ball.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Bobby Ball, yeah.
I'm surprised you recognised him without.
Cannon. Well, Bobby's the recognisable one, the curly hair and a moustache. Cannon and
I
Ball,
couldn't tell you.
listeners, is a very ancient reference.
You're barely old enough to even get
No,
it.
I don't even know. I just saw him on Gandy Street. I was like, that's him.
Okay.
Okay, well, we've covered all the hot topics today. Listeners, next up, Cheltenham. So it's back to the league on Saturday, Cheltenham at home. Before that, we've got West Ham in the old... Is that the leasing or is it the Premier thing?
So that's the same thing, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
God,
Yeah.
No. Anyway, we've got
I
that.
might go.
You're going to go?
Yeah, I might do, yeah.
Put your coat on. But then we've got Cheltenham on Saturday.
Yeah.
Cheltenham are, well, directly behind us in the league, but they've got 2 games in hand. So just to cast your mind back, listeners, we're 5th in the league, 17 games played. Cheltenham are 6th in the league, only 15 games played. We've won the same amount. They've lost 1 less than us. We've drawn 1 more. So, yeah, we're on 29 points. They're on 28. They kind of picked up. They've had quite a good run, although they lost their last league game. So, just to remind you, this is in reverse order. A week ago, they lost to Forest Green at home. Before that, they beat Macclesfield and Walsall. and then they drew against Crewe and Oldham before that. So they're picking up points against the less good teams, and then they're kind of on a par with like Crewe, and they only just lost to Forest Green.
Okay.
The local rivalry, I guess. Thank goodness we don't have to go to the Johnny Rock Stadium yet.
Not yet,
It's
no.
them, of course. In goal, they got Flinders, who's been everywhere. Flinders Crispy Pancakes.
I remember.
Up front, they've got, well, he's not played at all yet this season, but they've got Ruben Reid still.
Ruben.
And then they got Luke Varney, 37 years old. Managed to get 6 already. And then
He
this
knows where the
Scottish-
goal is, I
He
suppose.
does know where the goal is. And they
Still.
got Riley, another goal scorer, who's young Scottish lad, 4 goals. So they got a fair bit of firepower.
Yes, I've just noticed they've also got a guy called Rowan Ince, who's only played 1 game for them.
Yeah.
But just signed this year, I think. He is the 3rd cousin of Paul Ince.
Wow.
So there you
Third
go.
cousin.
3rd cousin.
Okay. Rowan, welcome. So he's also related. So he must be a 4th cousin of Tom Ince.
I guess so.
Very good. So that's Cheltenham. It's a topsy-turvy time, isn't it, at the minute?
Yeah, it's really. I wouldn't like to say either way.
I can't
I
possibly
mean,
comment.
It's like
I will do, of
we're
course.
just as likely to get battered 4-0 as we are to win.
Yeah. Win handsomely.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Jay start. I'd like to see Fisher start.
I'd like to see Matt Jay start, although I don't think he will.
Taylor's still out, of course.
He is, yes.
So,
I think Asangana will come in instead of him.
oh no, I don't want to see that. I want to see Jay get a good run. I think
There's
we
no
all
chance.
do.
There's no way.
Okay, Dan's saying no way. I'm saying yes way.
Okay.
Let's
We'll see. Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? I wonder about that. I think Lee Martin will come back in as well for Alex Fisher.
Yeah.
You know, that's an FA Cup game which we're definitely not prioritising. I mean, I'm not saying we didn't try, but we are. It's not a priority, is it? You know, obviously for everyone in League Two, the league is the priority there. But I think Lee Martin will come back in there. I think it'll be. I can't see much changing. I think it'll be the same lineup again as we've had in the league the last couple of games.
Okay.
But you never know, and it's an important game.
It really is an important
considering
game.
where they are.
Yeah.
Being right behind us, but also being in kind of being slightly. Maybe I never know how to look at it when teams got games in hand. You kind of think of it as an advantage, but
I think it's an advantage.
depends when you got to play the games, doesn't it? You know?
Yeah, I think it's that. But I think if you're top of the league and someone's chasing you and they've played less games than you,
Yeah.
that's your advantage.
Yes.
If you're all in the mix together, they're looking at where they could be. Wait, like,
You're looking at where you definitely already are.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they-
we'll
they
see.
can see
but they're only
themselves.
1 point behind us, of course.
They are,
so-
but 2 games down. They could legitimately see themselves as automatic contenders currently, whereas we're thinking what we don't want is to be sitting 7th, 8th for the rest of the season because that's a stressful place to be.
Yeah.
You don't want. I don't say they are, but we've had such good attendances at home. We'd love to see that continue to grow, and the more that's going to grow is when we're in a chance of really looking at the top 3 rather than.
Yes, and also on the other hand, if we don't put in a performance and hopefully win, the cold weather's coming.
Yeah,
If we're looking drab,
Yeah.
the weather's looking drabber.
yeah,
People are going to be like, to be honest, I can't be bothered.
yeah.
Let's go IKEA instead.
Indeed.
Let's go to Woodlands.
Woodlands.
Maybe not.
Well, I'm surprised we're promoting Woodlands when we're such a Creeley-centric football club.
Oh, sorry, I meant Creeley.
Definitely not Verbier Manor. Diggerland. Okay, I think you're right. I think for loads and loads and loads of reasons that aren't just about accruement of points. Is that a word?
Yeah. The thing you worry about, that I was starting to worry about, is the fact that are people going to be like, oh, I feel bad about calling him out, but are people going to be sort of thinking like, right, let's really kind of like focus on their goalkeeper not being, the
Yeah.
fact that we've got a second choice goalkeeper in there who has made a few mistakes.
And you've got someone as experienced as Luke Varney.
Yeah.
He's an excellent player, isn't he? And played at a much higher level. And I know he's old, but he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that you're absolutely right. We've gone from solid defence to actually this is a bit shonky at times.
Yeah.
Ward,
and mistake-ridden.
mistake-ridden.
Even when you think like, okay, they could be solid for, like we've seen on at the weekend, they can be solid for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
In fact, don't think Maxted really had a save to make until that point.
Yeah.
And then
a gaff.
Yeah,
Gaff Leeds foot.
yeah, big time.
Ward was just really good. That first month, when we kind of realised how good he was, there were three things going on really well. Good at saving shots, like obviously that's really important. Really good at being quick off his line, not just like when someone's running at him, but when the ball's bouncing around. And quick distribution was hugely significant. And I know we really noticed the contrast between him and Pim, and I'm sure that Maxted is a quicker distributor than Pim was.
Yeah, he was on it, wasn't he, Ward?
Yeah.
You got to think for Maxted as well. Like, as you know, is his head going to be right?
Yeah.
You know, because if they start adding up,
Yeah.
as much as you can balance that off with like the kind of great saves, and he has been making some of them. I'm not criticising him. I'm not saying he's not a good goalkeeper or that he's not up to the job, but I'm saying it's like the more almost comedy errors that add up,
Yeah.
the worse it's going to get in your head, and
Yeah.
other teams are also going to try and prey on it.
And factor two is because we ain't scoring a hatful, then one mistake by
Exactly.
whoever,
Yeah.
that's the game, that's the change of game. Whereas
Yeah.
if we're getting 3 up, if we're 3-0 up, 2-0 up even,
Yeah.
that's different, isn't it?
If we're say we're 2-0 up and then they score on the 94th minute, who cares?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
you
But
brush that off, don't you?
yeah, but we can't put them away at the other end.
No.
So we've got to be watertight, and we're not.
No.
We're
well,
like a colander, like a big red and white colander.
yeah. Something for the club shop, maybe.
Yeah, another idea for you. Exeter City homeware, kitchenware. A chopping board would be good,
Yeah, it would be good.
with like a photograph of St James's Park on it from above.
That's nice. Yeah, I'd also like to see, we don't want a colander because that's not a positive message. We want really dangerous things. We want Exeter City knives.
I don't think that's a good idea.
You want a cheese grater.
Yeah.
Greatest team in Devon.
Exeter City spiralizer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Healthy and...
Corkscrew.
Oh, yeah, good. Because we're so twisty and turny.
You can probably get Exeter City corkscrew, can't you?
You probably can. That's an eBay item. Well, this is Hot Topics.
Yep.
Thanks for listening, listeners, as always. Hope we've covered all the hottest topics in depth.
Well, it's a week where all we've had is one all draw FA Cup game with another League Two team. So I think the fact that we've even bothered to turn up is a plus.
We've had some more correspondence from Singapore, of course, asking for merchandise, Big Bang Theory merchandise. So maybe we need to get in on the homewares.
Yeah. So this wasn't something that we'd considered doing. I still don't know if it is
Merch. Yeah.
Unless I don't know.
Unless our inbox is full.
If anyone actually does one, I don't know what we do, but
It would be better than our homeware idea.
it'd be better than Exeter City's official merch. I tell you that.
Wow, you said it.
We've got all the good ideas.
We have got all the good ideas.
We've demonstrated that.
Maybe
we must
we
be coming up to a year of doing this podcast now.
Yeah, we are.
Are we? Must
Yeah.
be getting there. And I think
Idea
we've
after idea.
Yeah, exactly. They keep coming.
It's like rapid fire ideas.
Yeah, and these aren't ones that are coming up with. I'm not thinking these up before and writing them down. These are straight off the dome piece. Like this is,
Dan has to wear one of Lewis Ward's oversized hats just to stop the ideas flying
we're gonna
out.
get them. We're gonna get them made up.
We could get them made
with
up.
the headphones built in.
Love it.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing. All right, well, let us know.
but it'd be like
how many you
his one's an
want.
Adidas one, isn't it? So it's got 3 stripes. We just have to go for like the 2 stripe version. You remember at school when kids have got those joggers, but they've only got 2 stripes down the side.
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah.
That'll be that. We'll do that. Well, thanks for listening.
Yeah. Cheers.
This has been the Big Bang Theory podcast. You can get in touch with us in all the normal places. Facebook, Twitter, @BigBangPod, and via email, bigbangpod@gmail.com.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name's John. I've been here with my friend and colleague, Dan.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I already said cheers. Later.